The key factors driving consumer spending among the affluent, and especially as it regards a design-centric consumer, is all of the basic aspects of great design, truly. It is about sustainability with aesthetics, with great innovation, with wonderful technology, completely and seamlessly linked. The affluent consumer really understands technology in a way, because they are younger and more affluent than any other generation or population. It's truly almost second nature. So they don't expect to think of technology or incorporate technology as a snap-on tool, as a piece of something that they would do, but they think about it completely integral to design of the home. So it's not about, oh, I have to go get a smart home. It's, I just expect that the things that I will include in the design, in the very bones of what I'm building or remodeling, is inherent with the technology that is appropriate for today. The key technologies, and really thinking of it as almost key software, that has come of age with regard to design goes way beyond what we first thought of, right? As, is it AutoCAD or is it Google SketchUp? What do we use to get there? How do we use technology to design? Now, it's what are the technologies that are a part of building or remodeling a great home? And that includes smart walls. In the case of prefab, maybe it's about panelized systems or volumetric systems. You're talking about different ways in which we use water, which of course is the resource about which we are most concerned as a nation, and certainly as it regards California. How do we think about doing that in a smart way? How do we make everything about the way we use resources in a home more intelligent? So things like Nest and plenty of other technologies that are about helping us use our own behaviors in a way that is more intelligent and more sustainable. The new affluent really don't have any regard for luxury's sake as an example of new ideals and why design is so important to them. So luxury literally to them is a veneer. But having finer things, fewer and finer things, are of paramount importance. So it's not luxury, but it is a gravitas around the finest things, right? So much more about prestige, but not again for badge value's sake, for the sake of the authenticity of each of the pieces or each of the elements of that home. So the new affluent think of their homes and their workspaces sometimes very much the same. And that doesn't mean that everybody has a home office. In fact, again, that's a little bit of an old vernacular. But it's really about how am I, if I'm working so hard, but I'm not necessarily having to leave the house at a certain time to punch into a clock that tells me when I have to be at work and when I have to come home. How do I make my spaces in general very much about who I am, not about who somebody else thinks I should be? So they're imbuing their homes with all of the technologies necessary to be free from a workplace convention, to be able to be therefore marketable to people who are outside the geography in which they've chosen to live, and for people to really, the new affluent saying, I can have a space wherever I want it to be. I might have multiple spaces. Definitely not building a McMansion, but I may have a couple homes. And I'm going to make sure that I can have spaces that I can entertain and enjoy and are portable in the way of transferring the way the space is used. And it's a really exciting time where we really can completely recreate the way we think of space.